Welcome to Scott Cooks. Today we're going to be doing something really different. We're going to be doing a comparison between good old regular flavored Jimmy Dean sausage, breakfast sausage, and plant-based protein patties. I don't really want to call them sausage because these are totally plant-based. We'll go over some of this stuff in a minute, but we're going to cook these up side by side in the Ninja Foodi, give them a little taste test, and see what this plant-based protein stuff is all about. Stay tuned. All right, first off, disclaimer, I am certainly not an expert on this stuff, but there's quite a few companies putting these out. I'll just let you right now, they're very expensive. Let you know they're very expensive. This pack, I did catch it on sale, but if this pack was not on sale, it'd probably run about $6 versus, what, about $1.99 or so for a whole roll of Jimmy Dean. So the idea here is these are not veggie burgers. These are not veggie sauces. These are not veggie blah, blah, blah. These are, well, I'm just going to say what they are. These are genetically engineered at the cellular level to replicate meat. Now, I'm just going to let you take it from there, and you go Google that, and you will find movies, you will find TV shows about it, you will find information, some misinformation, but that's pretty accurate description of what they're doing here. All right? What's going on here? I'll just read it to you. I'm not sure you can see all that. I'll read it off to you. So what do we got in here? Some water, textured soy protein concentrate, coconut oil, canola oil, isolated soy protein, some natural flavor, some salt, sunflower oil, soy fiber, dextrose. Now these are interesting. Red beet juice concentrate and paprika. That is to simulate, believe it or not, blood. So when you cut into these, you're going to see some red and pink, and you might even see some bleeding if you were to put it in a pan versus the Foodi. Because the beet juice would run out. So they're really trying to simulate the real thing here. Then we got a couple preservatives and stuff like that. So there you go. And I've already cut open most of my roll of Jimmy Dean, but I don't need to read you that. That's pork. That's good old pig pork, and it is delicious. Now what we cannot do is compare the flavor, because that has a flavor, this is going to have a different flavor. What we can compare is how does it cook, how does it look when we take a bite of it, you know, the texture, you know, the firmness, the gooiness. I don't know what to expect. I've not cooked these yet. Let's get started. Trying to decide how to do these, having never done them, I'm going to go with the good old air crisp and the basket. Can hardly go wrong with the air crisp and the basket. We'll do them at 390. We'll put them in side by side. I'm going to put the Jimmy Dean on the left. I'm going to put the plant-based on the right. I don't think these will take very long to cook, but when the Jimmy Dean is finished, I'm going to assume the plant-based is finished, although I really have no way to know. It might even get done ahead of it. I might have to pull it out. Let's find out. Okay, here goes the first test. What does it feel like? Does it feel like a piece of sausage, beef? I'm sorry, pork? Yeah, it does. It's a little crumbly like, but other than that, it's I can squish it like I can do a sausage. So okay, first test, interesting. Not quite like a sausage, but it's getting close. So before I cut this Jimmy Dean into a slice, I'm not going to cook that thick. Let's see the difference. Bring that back out again. This is the plant, this is the real deal. So you can see the fat, you can see the red meat. So we have a definite visual difference. Plant on the right, Jimmy Dean on the left. Let me cut a slice the same thickness as that one. By the way, the directions on here say stovetop 12 minutes. That's about the same as the Jimmy Dean. So let's find out what happens. Let's close our lid. Power up, air crisp. I'm going to just leave it at the default. And we're going to set the time for 12 minutes. But obviously we're going to check this. So at 6 minutes, we're going to open it up and see what we see. It would be very interesting if these cook at the same time. That would tell me that their engineering is pretty dead on, but let's find out. All right, 6 minutes. Let's see what we see. Well, there's quite a difference right there. Maybe they went a little too far with the beet and the paprika extract. That is really red, but I did not spray this on purpose. I wanted to see if it was going to simulate the fat and slide like a Jimmy Dean. Slides pretty good. Now, is it going to fall apart when I flip it? I don't know. I'm going to flip it without even really trying. You know, just like I do anything, just grab it and flip it. Okay, so you can see a little difference already. The bottom of the Jimmy Dean has gotten a little browned. The bottom of the plant protein is not browned. And I think that would make sense because there's no actual fat in there, which is kind of the point of this. That Jimmy Dean is getting cooked pretty quick. Let's go 3 more minutes and see where we're at. Okay, that was 2 minutes more. And what I'm going to do is pull the Jimmy Dean out and cut it in half to check the doneness of it. And to keep things fair, I've got the Foodi off right now. So the plant base is not getting any extra cook time. All right, we're just going to cut this right dead in half and see if it's done. I would call that done. There is absolutely no pink in the center. That is a cooked sausage. So we're going to go ahead and remove the other one and get them both down here on the plate and see what we see. So there's Jimmy Dean versus Pure, the company Pure plant-based protein. First off, very red. Not bright red as it was, but pretty darn red. I don't like that. Let's go ahead and cut it open. First, I know what that felt like when I cut it. Let's see what this feels like when I cut it. First, let's put a fork in it. That feels about the same, guys. That feels about the same too, I'll be honest with you. And the inside actually is pretty close. Let me stab one with the fork. Still a little of that redness going on. You see that? So I think they put too much of the beet paprika extract. And of course we're going to go for the flavor. I cannot compare these two flavors, so I won't. This is just simply, what is it? Is it okay? Does it taste like meat? What is the texture? I'm going to take a bite right now. I'm going to eat this whole piece. I'm scared. Okay. Absolutely, positively, does not taste like sausage. That is the strangest thing I may have eaten. I'm not going to say that was bad, and I'll probably finish it. Texturally, weird. Just flat out flavor, even though I'm not going to compare the flavor, it was weird. Oh yeah, now that sausage, guys. I think one of the problems is this is so new in the industry that nobody's palate was used to this. We've just never had it. So I'm going to take another bite, and I just took a bite of that. You can feel the fat. You can feel everything. Now they were supposedly at the cellular level simulating the fat in this, even though it's not fat. I'm going to try it again. Boy, that's a hard comparison. Because your brain wants to compare flavors. Flavor's not even close. Flavor's not terrible. Texturally, It's pretty close. I'm going to give it like about a 7 out of 10 if you were trying to compare the two in a texture version. Color, not close. I mean, that's meat. That's clearly not meat. Texture is better than expected. And I think that's about as far as I can go with that, y'all. If you want to know more about this stuff, leave me some comments. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do some more plant-based. I've got some burgers coming up from a different company. We're going to do a Bubba Burger versus plant-based burger. That's coming up soon. Hit the bell for notifications. That way you'll get an alert, an alarm or whatever when I put that video out. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button for me. Let me know in the comments if you like this kind of stuff, these comparisons. If you're looking for some way to help me out, check my description from a Patreon link. You know, just for $2, you can help me out a little bit if you want to. And I want to thank everybody for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to cook me up a couple of eggs, a little toast to go with this. But I am going to go ahead and finish it up. It's not the worst thing I've ever had. Flavor's okay. Texture, close. Color, not a fan.